Hello guys, my name is Pia and today I would love to share with you some tricks and tips about the family reunion visa in Germany. All our experience are based on this case what we had. My partner is a Chilean citizen and I am the German citizen. And to start with, it's really important that you are out of the German country. So if you want to apply, you can't apply in Germany. You need to be outside. So the best thing is actually that you are applying in your hometown. This is what my partner did. He applied in Santiago in Chile. And a really important thing is you have to look before into the slot system of the German embassy wherever you apply, in which country, because the appointments are really hard to get, I would say. So you have to look probably like 3 months in advance before you want to apply to get a slot. So really make sure that you book that in beforehand. Another thing which is great, you don't have to pay anything for the application. The application will be for free. The only costs that you have to calculate in are probably translation fees or certificates that you have to do. There's the next thing, you have to have a certificate of a German A1 level test. So make sure that you and your partner are learning some German together. If you're not speaking German yet, that was in our case. So we booked some classes and a course and spoke some German together. So my partner could book his A1 level certificate with the Goethe Institut. I can also put the links down below. The Goethe Institutes are everywhere, all over the world, so don't worry about that. And you can also do some other tests. It doesn't need to be the Goethe, but this one was really easy to book. My partner found it quite easy, and that certificate is recognized with the application. And with the Goethe Institut, you have to have 60 points for the application. That's a really important thing. Yes, as I said, everything needs to be translated into German, and make sure that you compare prices and times with authorized translators, so you're not wasting any money or time with that. And another tip is really collect all the things that you have to translate. If you have like 3 certificates or something, translate it all together. Don't like give one and then the next month another one. This is what happened to us, but I won't recommend that because you waste time and money. As well, a tip is that if you have any certificates which are not issued in Europe or Germany, they have to have an apostille. For example, with the council, government or notar. This happened to us. We got married in Australia, so we need to be sure to have an apostille on our marriage certificate. Now we'll tell you about the documents that you need to gather for the application. The first thing that you need will be 2 photos of the applicant, and they have to be biometric size. If they're any other size, your application won't get processed, so make sure they are biometric. Then you will need 2 copies of the applicant's passport, and here make sure your passport is like 1 year valid or something, and also that you have 2 free pages on your passport for the visa. The next thing that you will need is 2 copies of the spouse's passport, which was in that case me, and I also needed to certify my passport copies. So I went with those copies to the council and they certified with a stamp. The next thing that you will need is 2 copies of the application form, which are on the government side as well. Please carefully and just with true answers filled in. And then also there will be another form, which is a notification form that you actually just read and sign. So 2 copies each, filled in, of course. So let's go on with the next point, marriage certificate. You will need to have 2 copies of the original one. And then if you are not married in Germany, you will have to have also the German translation with that, and then 2 copies. For me, it was also really important that our marriage is recognized in Germany. It is not necessary, but for some reason I was really like nervous about it if we're not married in Germany. So I really wanted to recognize the marriage here. And this was also a bit complicated. So if you like to have a video on that, I could definitely do that for you as well. But let's go back onto the documents that you will need for the application. The next document is a German invitation letter that I had to write to my husband, that you have to write to your spouse. It has to be German and it has to be an invitation. So why you invite him, why you want to live with him here, a little bit about that. And it has to be in German. The next thing that you will need is the finance situation that you have in Germany or have in Germany together. And I just gave my pay slips actually from work. So I think this is important because they want to see that you are able to support your partner if he doesn't find a job, or she, if they don't find a job straight away, that you are able to support them and not that the government has to start to pay for them or something, you know. Then another thing is that you need also 2 copies. Another thing is also that you need 2 copies of the rental contract that you have in the property. And it's really important that you have to have at least 12 square meters each for each person. So make sure you have that one right as well. Yes, that's basically everything that you need for the application. Really make sure that you always have 2 copies of all the original documents that you bring for the application. Yes, and now I would just like to get a bit into the experience that we had, because I got a notification letter after 1 month or something, or 1.5 months, from the migrant officer in my council with the invitation that I had to go to show my pay slips. I had to show the rental contract again, and I also had to tell a bit about the relationship, how we met, what is our future here, what we're thinking about of the German future that we have together, and about the marriage and all these kind of things. It doesn't really need to happen to you, but it happened to us, and I just want to tell you about it. You don't have to be scared, just go there, show everything. They just wanted to prove it again from my side. And then after that, actually it went super quickly and they proceed the visa. Then my husband got a notification in Chile that the visa is done. He could pick it up. And in that case, now be careful, you have to book health insurance before you actually go to that appointment to pick up your visa and your passport. And we booked a German health insurance. It's called AXA, but you can book any other. You just really make sure that it is covered up to 30,000 euros in Germany and the Schengen area. That's a really important thing. So bring that proof when you pick up your visa and passport with you. Yes, finally my partner got his visa and we've been so happy about this. And then he had like 3 months to get into Germany. So as soon as you receive the visa and the passport back, you have 3 months to travel into Germany. Now we are there, my partner is here, and the next thing that we have to do is sign ourselves up with the council as a family. We haven't done it yet because my partner actually just arrived, and yeah, we have COVID, the pandemic is still around, and we had some COVID, so we were not able to go after 2 weeks, 14 days, which is actually the thing that you have to do. But I think through the pandemic it's a bit easier, or like easier taken of the German government things. I hope you liked it, and I hope you could gather some information, tips and tricks and which things to gather for your application. If you have any questions or doubts, please let me know in the comments below. I will see you next time.